Now getting some other updates also now coming in. Delhi's Rouse Avenue Court has summoned 4 ex-Indian Air Force officials who were charge-sheeted by the Enforcement Directorate, and this is in connection with the VVIP chopper scam case. The court had earlier issued summons against the ex-CAG and Defence Secretary Shashikant Sharma. The court today has issued summons, as I pointed out, against ex-Indian Air Force officials after the CBI informed the court that prosecuted sanctions have been received with regards to these former Indian Air Force officials. Let me bring in our legal correspondent, Ananya, who is now getting us all these details. So we are now understanding the ex-CAG, Defence Secretary, and importantly, 4 ex-Indian Air Force officials now have been summoned. Is that correct, Ananya?
Well, yes, Ridhima, on 11th of April this year, the CBI had filed a fresh supplementary charge sheet against Shashikant Sharma, who is the ex-CAG and also Defence Secretary, and 4 IAF officials in connection with the 3,600 crore VVIP chopper scam case. Remember that these 4 IAF officials were involved in the testing of these VVIP choppers, and in fact, ex-CAG was the then Defence Secretary as well. So it is very persistent to mention that on 28th of April this year, the court had in fact issued summons against Mr. Shashikant Sharma. However, these 4 IAF officials were not summoned at that point of time because prosecution sanctions are required to prosecute ex-Indian Air Force officials or defense officials, and hence those prosecution sanctions could not have been obtained by the Central Bureau of Investigation at that point of time. But since now these sanctions have been given out by the central government, now these 4 IAF officials have also been summoned for July 30th. They will be appearing before the court on July 30th, and afterwards, after which the court will start the scrutiny of documents, and later on arguments on charge into this whole case with regards to the 3,600 crore deal of the Augusta Westland chopper scam case would begin in the court of Mr. Arvind Kumar, who is the special CBI judge at the Rouse Avenue Court, and we'll wait and watch as to what the CBI argues pertaining to.
Okay, we seem to have lost that connection with my colleague Ananya, but this is a story that we'll keep tracking. We're also now shifting